On your right, there are 16 slabs of concrete. So far this weekend, we have only broken through 8 slabs of concrete. Do we expect to go all the way through? Let's just say we hope so. However, I'm going to start first with 15. However many I break, Chip will attempt to break at least one more. I'm from South Carolina. If you'll cheer for me, and this half, you cheer for me also.
All right, this is the biggest stack of concrete we have tried to break all week long. Big Sean from Myrtle, South Carolina, he's going to start us off. He does not stand a chance by himself. Come on, guys, let's help him out. Come on, Sean. Here we go.
This weekend, throw your hand up if that's you. Almost a brand new crowd. Give yourselves a hand clap. Thank you for being here. Because we have so many of you, I do want to explain this is not a whoopee cushion that I'm holding in my hand. It would not be impressive if we blew it up, sat on it, and listened to it make odd noises. It is a hot water bottle guaranteed up to 3 years not to burst or explode. Oftentimes we have young people come up to us after the program and say, what in the world is a hot water bottle? Years ago, people like my grandparents would fill these up with hot water and they would put it on a sore muscle. Or perhaps they would put it under their blanket on a very cold night so that their bed would be warm. Today we have special creams and lotions and potions, electric blankets, central air and heat. So we don't use hot water bottles a whole lot on a daily basis, unless you're with Team Impact. And then what we do is we blow them up until one of two things happens. Either the person blowing the air into it passes out, which could happen, or the bottle explodes. Tonight, Big Chip's going to try to blow it up, hopefully, until it explodes. They're very unpredictable, have no idea what size it'll get. Just know this, the larger it gets, the more difficult it will be for him to hold it to a space and actually put air into it. And also, the more violently it could explode. It could shoot out into the crowd and come your way. If it does, lean left or lean right, and then pray for those behind you. Come on, make some noise and help out Chip Minton. just a few minutes, Big Chip is going to take 1.5 inches of steel. Every night we try to do a different program, and it actually gets a little more difficult each night. One night we did 1/2 inch of steel. Second night we did 1 inch, take 2 bars together. Tonight, he's going to take 3 1/2 inches or 1.5 inches of steel, place it on top of his head. He'll roll up some towels to protect the top of his head, and then he's going to actually try to bend 1.5 inches of steel, just like they used to do in the World's Strongest Man contest, into the shape of a U. And yes, that is real steel. We also have 5 baseball bats left. At the end of the week, we don't want to leave anything behind us. So I'm going to attempt to break through 5 baseball bats as fast as I possibly can. As fast as Chip can hand them to me, I'm going to try to snap them in half. We're told it takes about 400 pounds of pressure to break a baseball bat. I hope I'll go through all 5 of them in less than about 33 seconds. Make no promises, but I'll give it my best shot. Then you notice another stack of blocks behind us. There are 6 slabs that are stacked on top of each other. We've been breaking blocks all week, as you saw tonight with our arms. Earlier this week with our elbow, even have broken some with our hands. But tonight, because it's Sunday night, Chip decided that he wouldn't use his arm, his hands, his elbows, or his feet. Instead, he's going to attempt to drive his head through 6 slabs of concrete. Come on, somebody, you know Chip. And earlier this week, Big Chip took a frying pan and he rolled it up like a steel burrito. I'm going to take, hopefully only 1 nail will be needed. We have a second one just in case it backfires like it's done before. Have a nice scar. The head of the nail went back up about 1/2 inch into my hand. It was an interesting storytelling time in the emergency room when they cleaned that up. But what I'm going to do is take a little piece of that white towel, wrap it around the head of that nail, and I'm going to attempt with my bare hand and that little piece of towel to drive that nail through this frying pan. And then I'm going to attempt to roll that frying pan up with the nail through the middle of it like a steel burrito. How many of you will get behind us and help us when we do this stuff in just a few minutes? Before we do that, we're going to come to one of my favorite parts of the program, and that's when Big Chip gets to step up and share just for a few moments about how God has changed his life. So if you would, please give him your undivided attention and a big hand clap as he comes to share.
We are so blessed to be here. This is kind of one of my favorite parts of the program as well. That's where I get to give my testimony. A lot of people out there, some people wonder, what is a testimony? Well, it's what my life was like before Jesus Christ, how I came to know Jesus, and what my life is like now living for Jesus Christ. You see, the first 33 years of my life were selfish. I was arrogant. I had an attitude because I thought I could go out into the world and live my life my way. And we always encourage people to make their dreams and make their goals come true. We always encourage, especially young people, to go out there and make that dream come true. But if you're going to make that dream come true, do it with a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, because even though you can make the biggest dream in the world come true, if you do it on your own, you're still going to be left with a void in your heart. You're still going to be full of fear. You're still going to be separated from God. You're still going to be a sinner in need of a Savior. And it took me 33 years to realize that. I made some amazing dreams come true in my life. You heard me talk about being on the Olympic bobsled team in 1994 and 1998. You guys know what a bobsled is? You ever seen the movie Cool Runnings? Well, I was on the Olympic bobsled team in 94 and 98. You see, bobsled is a winter Olympic sport that involves snow and ice. Guys, I'm from Macon, Georgia. We don't get snow. If the weatherman threatens one snowflake, we shut the whole city down. Nobody goes to work. Nobody goes to school. We'll close Walmart. We even close Krispy Kreme. I don't like when they close Krispy Kreme. But people said, man, you'll never make it. But I just knew if I could be a part of the Olympic team, that would give me my purpose in life. And even though I made 2 Olympic teams, I still had that fear in my life. I still had that void. I was hard-headed. I I was always stubborn. I always thought I could do things my own way. You see, my brother told me about Jesus Christ when I was 17 years old. Right there, he gave me the answer to everything I needed to know. Right there. He witnessed to me. When he first got saved, I was one of the first people, the first person that he walked up to and told about Jesus Christ. He told me everything I needed to know. Right there, he gave me the answer. But I was so hard-headed and so stubborn, I thought I could do it on my own. I was a professional wrestler for WCW, traveling all over the country with people like Bill Goldberg. You guys ever heard of Goldberg? Goldberg, one of the nicest guys I know. I got to watch him, the Big Show, all these guys come in, do the power play and train with them. And I just knew if I signed that contract, that would give me my purpose in life. But it didn't work. Made some amazing dreams come true. I was a bodybuilder during my teenage years. And even though I did these things, I did it without a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And I knew my brother when he witnessed to me. And he explained the gospel to me that he was serious, he was sincere, and he was a changed person. And I remember all the people that witnessed to me the first 33 years of my life. I was just too selfish because I could do things on my own. Very stubborn, guys. Don't be like me. Don't be hard-headed. When you first hear about Jesus Christ, be open-minded and open-hearted to the gospel. Because I was closed-minded and I thought I could do things on my own. That sense of being arrogant attitude, that ego, fear, pride, huge amount of pride in my heart. Very selfish person. Like I said, my main message is don't be stubborn. I'm so stubborn. Just to give you a quick little illustration of how stubborn I am. I love animals. I do. I live on a horse.